Okay, so this is Wb1400 called a carrier control point. There were 250 police stations in the country that had, well, they actually had two of these. One was normally in a normal control room, the other was normally in a maybe a slightly more protected place like a bunker. And these things were connected to two places in the country, Historic Command in High Wycombe, and then there was another place up in Preston. And they had a small piece of equipment, I think called a Wb1400, which would send a message to these, would make these two lights up. And there's two paths around the country, X path and the Y path, and they both carried around on the speaking clock circuits. So but there were two paths just in case one got blown up, sort of thing, or had a problem. Anyway, when the policeman received, on-duty policeman received the signal that the country was under attack, the sirens on each of these networks were operated from these, and we think it was to do with a telephone exchange area. So all of the sirens on a particular main telephone exchange area. So in this instance, it came from, it says somewhere, but or maybe I think it was down Exeter way. So the guy would operate this. And that pulse would set the siren off. So that's the pulse siren winding up, stopping again, and then like that. He could cancel that. In fact, before that, he would broadcast an alarm, which would go on these, which would be sent. So if you had a hand crank siren in a pub somewhere or a hospital, you would hear this. And then the guy would go, attack warning red, attack warning red, attack warning red, like that. And then they would sound this. So there you go. So that's how that works, and that's called a confidence tick. So you would know that you were connected at any time if you could hear that tick, and that went day and night, tick tick tick. And once a month.
All through the warning system installation.
Yeah, once a month they used to test them, and that's the control panel. So that's a 3-phase control panel. There you go. So for the